Hey folks, Kilt-Man here. Kilt-Man at your services. How are you all? I hope you're doing better than me. Now, you know me. I hate it when a few days go by and I haven't done a video. Especially when I've got stuff lined up all the time. But this time I am really under the weather, I think is the polite way of putting it. And I'll tell you why. And it's nothing to do with the spider bite. I've not got infected with arachnid toxins, although the spider bite is still there. It's just such a big scene of wreckage that it's just going to take a while to go. But I think it's actually pretty much all the poison's gone. But it's going to leave a lasting scar. Oh, joy. But no, I have been really ill. It's now Monday. I was ill all day yesterday, Sunday, and from about 10 o'clock on the Saturday night. Why? Why have I been ill? Well, I had my booster, didn't I? My Omicron booster. Oh, God. Now, I swear to God, I'm not going to get remotely political with this. I haven't got the energy to do it. But I had AstraZeneca for my first 2 jabs, and they laid me flat for days. So I was dreading this because I knew what was going to happen. Despite the nurse and all the other staff at the hospital who, whilst I queued up, are you looking forward to it? Look, am I looking forward to it? Am I looking forward to you sticking something in my arm and putting something alien into my body? Am I looking forward to it? So I said no. I said, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be ill from tonight for the next few days. And I went, oh no, you won't be. You won't be. They tried to assure me. The nurse who actually jammed it into me, she said, I had AstraZeneca the first 2 times and I was terribly ill. But I had Pfizer this time round, which is what I had, Pfizer, on the 3rd jab. You'll be totally fine. There'll be nothing. Might be a bit of a sore arm. The sore arm is the least of my worries. I've not slept now. Well, I've not slept since Friday night, and it's now Monday. Although I've been in bed a hell of a lot, I haven't slept. You know the score, you know the drill. Fevers, shakes, you're freezing cold, and yet you're sweating buckets. Vicious headache right the way across the front here, and down this side of my face, so my teeth are hurting here. Woozy, ropey, dizzy, been delirious a couple of times. I'm not embellishing this because the last thing I want to be is ill. I detest being ill. And what gets me is the fact that I knew it was going to happen, despite all their protestations otherwise. Oh, you'll be fine. No, I won't be. My body clearly does not like having these things in it. Now, I know many other people do have side effects. And I know plenty that have been as ill as I've been. Although I don't know about this particular booster one because I've not seen anybody. I've not been anywhere. But certainly the 2 AstraZeneca ones I had, a lot of people I knew were just as ill as I was. We formed a little club. But and it does my head in, the fact that I had to go down there and do this and sit there, and they're all being so stupidly upbeat about the whole thing. Oh, this is great. This is a wonderful. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. Well, you have got a choice. No, you haven't. You haven't got a choice. No politics, Kilt-Man. You haven't got a choice. If you want to exist in society, you're going to have to get it done. It's just the way it is. And so you're sitting there knowing that no matter what you say to me, when you stick that in my arm, you put poison into me, which is going to knock me for 6 for the next few days. And you know that beforehand. It's like sitting there and there's a fire over there. Right, well, I've got a choice. I haven't got to stick my hand in that fire. But I know that if I do stick my hand in that fire, I'm going to be in pain. So it's exactly the same conundrum that I faced there. Although you're not going to go and stick your hand in the fire, are you? But you've got to go and have this jab. Why did they call it a booster? It's the same. It's not a booster. Top up. You're topping up your protection. Topping up your protection. Don't try and make it sound cute. Topping up your protection. It's a whole fucking new dose. It's a whole new dose. And did they not say a while ago that when you got a booster, you wouldn't be able to mix the vaccines? So if you'd had AstraZeneca before, then you get AstraZeneca again. Well, that's gone out the window, hasn't it? Completely. So, I've had a pick and mix. To be fair, my wife, Mrs. Kilt-Man, she had Pfizer the first 2 times, and then she was given AstraZeneca. So again, and as it turned out, she was ill, which is very, very unusual for her. Although her symptoms were far less than mine. Wouldn't you know it? But I do suffer quite badly with it. And I do feel sorry for her because I was absolutely useless yesterday. And she had a lot of stuff to do, which she could have done with my assistance. Shopping, went to a food market. My daughter, she had to do some errands and running around, which I could have helped with. Only I couldn't because I was just lying there. Oh, woe is me, woe is me. And then she had to go and see my mum, Big Kilt Mama, to make sure that she took her tablets, which is something that I should have done, but I couldn't. You know, you can't get up, you can't walk around because you get dizzy when you do, and sort of like, I don't know, delirious, because I was, and you know, paracetamol, folks. Why is there no aspirin in the jungle? Because paracetamol. I'm too ill to make jokes work at the moment, folks. I apologise. But paracetamol doesn't go anywhere near it. It doesn't touch it at all. And so the thirst, there's a new one on me as well. I did not suffer with a raging thirst with the first 2 jabs. I just had fevers, shivers and shakes. But this time, I had this unbelievable thirst and I felt sick as well. Now, I haven't eaten since Saturday, sort of evening time. And the funny thing is, with my first 2 jabs, they've all been on a Saturday, all been in the same place, Victoria Central Hospital, just down that way. And so about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I had my first 2 jabs. So at midnight on both occasions, and the second time I was literally watching the clock, and I thought, it's going to hit me, and it does. And it doesn't just come on, it doesn't slowly creep on you. Oh, begin to feel a bit lethargic. No. It actually hits you like a thunderclap. Straight away, you go from being perfectly fine to absolutely dying. Now that in itself, I find very, very frightening, that something can react with you on almost on a timer, and then completely skittle you big time. Well, this one, the third one, the booster, the top up, I had at 1 o'clock, so 2 hours earlier. And wouldn't you know it, instead of being hit at midnight, I was hit at 10 o'clock, 2 hours earlier. That's, well, I find it slightly strange, shall we say. I mean, I know they say, it takes a few hours for the effects to kick in, if you're going to have any side effects. And I know that there's plenty of people that don't have any side effects, you know, well, certainly seems to be. But if this is going to be the norm from now on, that with all the new variants, and that some are saying that just 3 jabs is not enough, you're going to do this all the time, and I'm going to make myself ill every single time. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. I'm not going through this again. I feel, although I'm sitting here, I'm trying to be as jolly as possible, but I feel absolutely god awful. And this is meant to be for my own good. For my own good and for the good of everybody else. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm not going again. I'm not sitting there like a bloody idiot. Oh, there you go. I can't wait for this. Can't wait. Oh, yeah. They expect us to be banging the doors now because there's going to be a tidal wave, according to Boris. A tidal wave of Omicron over Christmas. So we're going to ramp up, the booster. So we're going to do 1 million people a day, 1 million jabs a day, 1 million jabs a day. I lose track of how many people live in this country. We're a little tiny country, and how many countless millions live here, and there's still millions trying to cross the channel illegally to try and get here. The whole fucking island's just going to go whoomp underwater. I'm sure I've said that before recently as well, but it's going to happen. There's still room for anyone else now. But so 1 million jabs a day. Is that out of that percentage, what percentage of those people are going to be as ill as me? Can't just be me. There must be loads of people who are going to. Obviously, I'm not in work today. You know, I could have done with not being off today. You know, but it is what it is. And even though we're all working from home, well, I've always been working from home since March 2020. But the nature of the work, you've got to focus, you've got to concentrate. And if you're feeling groggy, you're not going to do the job. It's not going to work. So I'm sitting here. I'm not in bed. I made the real conscious decision to get out of bed because that is ultra depressing lying there, especially when you can't sleep. So it's pointless. You imagine how long each day, it's only been one day, but yesterday felt like it was a week of just lying there. And throughout all the Saturday night, all the way through Sunday till this morning, Monday morning, that's how I've been. And you're lying like that, then lying like that, then you're freezing cold, then all of a sudden you're absolutely drenched in sweat and this raging thirst. So I kept having to try to get up and go to the bathroom and just put my mouth under the tap and just have a drink of water. But it took me about half an hour to get from the bedroom to the bathroom just to do that. And then once I'd done it, I was freezing cold. And I had to try and make the journey back. Oh, I did feel like just curling up on the bathroom floor. I did. Right now, I'm drinking product placement Kilt-Man. Lucasade. Who remembers this stuff? Lucasade. It's not what it used to be. When you were a kid in the UK, you had Lucasade. When you were ill, you only ever had Lucasade when you were ill. And it came in a bottle, a big litre bottle. And it was a glass bottle wrapped up with orange crinkly paper. And the sound when you were ill in bed and your mum came home from the chemist, that's where you got Lucasade from. And you heard that crinkly paper, you thought, oh yes. Because it really was a tonic in those days. I swear to Christ Almighty, it tasted different than this. This is it's just sugary fare that you're putting into your mouth. I mean, I'm drinking it now because it's cold and it's wet. That's the only reason. And I'm sick of water. I can't taste tea. And believe you me, I do not want to touch whiskey or anything alcoholic. I just don't. That shows you how groggy and crook I feel. Cheers, you all. Oh, good God. That is just sugar. That is terrible. So, my teeth is going to fall out now. I had another ailment. I remember a Scottish drink, Iron Brew, made in Scotland from Gurders. When you go to Scotland now, you can get, obviously Iron Brew is now sugar free. You want that? But having said that, if you're going by the original, it's absolutely unpalatable. It is so horribly sweet and sugary. You can't drink it. Well, I can't drink it at all. So even though, I always get that urge when we're there. Oh, Iron Brew. Oh, it's great. I loved it. And then Mrs. Kilt-Man's going, but you hated it last time. Don't bother. Oh no, I just feel like it now. And then I'll just take a couple of sips and go, oh, that's going right in the bin. Oh no way. And this isn't too far off it. Wasn't this the Olympics? Didn't all sportsmen endorse this because this endorsed the Olympics? So they're all advertising it. Really isotonics, and you get all variants on this, don't you? The isotonic version and a lime and lemon version. What? As if. Oh Christ. Anyway, folks, and doubly annoying is that there is. Can you still, if you can see over there? There's a box turned up. That turned up on Saturday. That's something I wanted to show you guys. Well, I still will, just I won't be doing it right now. But you can see that I haven't even opened it. Me and packages and stuff. Well, straight away, got to do this. And I haven't even opened it. Well, I know what's in it, you see, so it's good though. It should be good anyway. But I'll show you that when I'm more in the mood, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to keep you abreast of what's happening. Because which is nothing, obviously nothing much is happening, but just on the back of the spider bite, oh man, I could do without this. And I'm not asking for sympathy, don't make that mistake. I'm just putting it out there as to why you're not getting the big I just thought Dragon Slayer, I still haven't done the review of that, have I? Oh my god. And there's so many other things which I intend to do, and let's just hope that maybe throughout the course of the day, I should start feeling better. Well, I'm saying that. I honestly don't know. Because this has felt different than the previous 2 times. And they felt bad enough. But this has felt different because I actually feel sick with this one as well. That's not helping very much, is it? But, and I haven't eaten either. And I hate that. I hate not eating because, well, it doesn't make a difference. I haven't done any workouts, so I'm not pumping iron, so I'm not eating anything, so pointless. But it knocks everything off the scale. You just don't want to do a damn thing. All the things that keep you going as a person, make you who you are, you don't want to do any of them. That's how bad these things feel, because it is a virus. I don't care. I don't know what's in these bloody they stick into you. I don't know what it is. But it feels like they're putting the virus in. That's what they're doing. They're putting the bloody virus into you so that you build antibodies. Someone out there's going to say, oh, that's not actually what they do. It's not what... But I don't know what it is. All I know is what the impact is on me. And it really, really makes me fucking ill and really pissed off with the whole scenario. And you think I'm going to go back and do this again, sit there knowing what's going to happen to me. Guess again. Because that's it. That's the last one I'm having. I don't care what else happens. You know, no, I'm not putting myself through this again. Oh, you selfish man, Kilt-Man. You should think of everybody else. Well, I think of someone else, my wife, who had to do all that running around yesterday because I couldn't help it. And she still wasn't feeling 100%. So that's not fair on her. So why should I put her through that? Anyway, folks. Oh, God. It's cold, though. It's cold. It's wet. You know, you've got to keep the fluids up, haven't you? It beats water anyway. Well, I know. Sort of. Folks, I have been, always shall be, Kilt-Man. Please keep it kilted, keep it kilted. I'm not wearing a kilt either. I'm just wearing a dressing gown. And that's a weird thing as well, because I don't normally wear a dressing gown. And it's very, very warm. It's very warm. But the thing is, if I had something underneath this, I'd probably be passing out with the heat. So being nudie underneath the dressing gown is actually trying to keep a bit of a balance going there. Although I expect that will fluctuate because that's what it does. Well, this has been a joy, hasn't it, folks? I do apologise. So anyway, keep it kilted, keep it Celtic. Be happy. Get your booster. Get your boosters. Get a nice top up for your protection. Top up your protection. Do it. Do it for you. Do it for everyone else. Do it for Britain. Do it for Boris. I'm not preaching to anyone. You gotta go, you gotta go. But I hope you don't feel like I do. So, I'm gonna see you all. Laters. There's the stop button. There it is.